Hey guys, it's Pia here with another one of my Face Off Challenge videos. So this might be a little bit confusing because Face Off is currently airing its 12th season on Syfy, but this is actually a video that is based on season 11, also known as Face Off All-Stars 7th episode. So yeah, I'm just a little bit behind with these videos, but as I said many times before, I am determined to make customs based on every single episode and every single challenge of that season. I will be making customs based on the current season because, well, as I said in my previous video, I have a baby now, so he needs a lot of care and I don't have time to make videos that often, customs that often, so I'm just going to stick to making these customs based on the previous season and then take a little break from these face-off customs. But so anyway, in the challenge in episode 7, the makeup artists were asked to create characters that were inspired by certain professions that use very specific materials in their job. So, for example, those were professions such as blacksmith or stonemason or goldsmith or tailor, which is actually what I chose because I thought it would be cool to make a textile-inspired custom. And the characters that the makeup artists were asked to create were supposed to be sort of marionettes or puppets or some sort of animatronics or whatever, something like that. So something that is a puppet that has been brought to life, much like Pinocchio. So yeah, I chose to just do a little patchwork panda. I was originally going to make it into a marionette, so it was going to have strings attached to its hands and legs, but I just decided to keep it simple because its paint job is already so complex and it has lots of different patches with lots of different textiles. I thought it would be too much to add another element to the custom. So I hope that you guys like it. I think you might have seen this one already if you've seen one of my videos where I had it up for adoption on eBay. It didn't get sold that time, so it's actually going to be for sale soon once I figure out a little routine with my baby so that I have time to actually put stuff on eBay and send them away once they get sold. So yeah, here is the custom and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it, and I actually also have a little time-lapse of how I painted it. So I think I'm going to show you the time-lapse. It doesn't include all of the textiles, but it includes some of them, and you can see kind of how I made it. At least I hope it shows. I kind of divided the custom into little different patches and then I just painted everything differently, or like put different textiles in every single patch except maybe for 2 where I replicated the same rose pattern. And all of these textiles were sort of vintage inspired. I just googled cool vintage looking textiles or patterns and then I just kind of painted them, and yeah. Sorry for the long explanation. Here is the little time-lapse and then I'm going to show you the custom, and I hope that you guys like it. Basically what I did with this one, because it's going to be a patchwork creature, I decided already where the patches were going to be before base coating it. So as you can see, it has these lines that show the different patches of textiles that I will be painting on it. So that's just to kind of let me know where I should stop painting, and yeah. Basically I just divided it up into parts so that it would be easier for me once I start painting it. But yeah, I hope that you guys think that this is a cool idea. You can definitely use the same idea as me and go do something similar, just don't copy this one exactly. So here is the custom. As you can see, it has different patches, and you probably saw in the time-lapse that I painted all of them individually. I tried, as I said, not to replicate any patterns, but this rose pattern here on the belly was my favorite, so I actually replicated it here as well. Other than that, I think all of these patches are completely unique and have different patterns. There's also one underneath. Actually, there isn't. Never mind. Yeah, so basically what I did was I just painted the whole thing white, and I already decided the patches previously, as you might have seen in the time-lapse. So I just chose a bunch of textiles and patterns that I thought were cool, and then I just incorporated those into the custom, and I decided to keep the eyes fairly simple so that it would just have most of its focus on these patterns. And another thing is that the head isn't posable because there's a little bow there. I tried to make the head sort of lopsided so it looks like a marionette that's kind of limp. So I hope that makes sense. So I hope that you guys like this custom. It's definitely one of my favorites that I've ever made because it was so difficult to paint and it was so interesting to paint, and yeah, I just think it turned out quite cute even though the patterns are quite busy. But yeah, I hope that you guys think that it's cool, and as I said, it's going to be up for sale in my eBay shop at some point, so I hope that it finds a really good home. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you again soon. Bye!